I was born where the nuclear power plant is now and moved to Holly Springs from there in 1941. I looked around and I saw a town that was not dead but dying. And the income, one of the lowest incomes in the whole county. Two guys came to me and asked me to run for mayor, so I did. Paid my $5 and got elected, and I said to myself, now what do you do? Understand that you can't do anything unless you get the people behind you. And the people in this town want to change. When I came here, people wouldn't tell you they lived here. They said they lived between the Apex and Fuquay. They wouldn't tell you they lived in Holly Springs. And, you know, I said, we got to make it where people can be proud to live here. I knew Holly Springs would never grow without water, without sewer. We got a grant, I think, for $1,650,000 to build the first sewer plant here. The real thing that really got us kicked off was building a golf course. I knew it was a win-win for the town, and I knew it was an important part of any town development was the Chamber of Commerce.
From a town standpoint, it's been the foresight and the leadership and the planning that our town council has done. I was fortunate enough to be involved with the inception of the chamber back in 1994. Mayor Holloman came to me and said he's talked to some local business people. I was glad to serve as their staff. Very happy to be part of that organizational process. As the chamber started, it was a volunteer effort. They'd go for a while, and then, you know, we needed some space. The chamber was housed in town hall, and then you needed staff. Well, that was a challenge. How do we afford staff? Well, again, the town was there for us.
The joke back then in the early days of the chamber was, you know, we were always one rainy day away from the chamber closing its doors. If we had a rainy day and we didn't have people showing up for the golf tournament, we didn't make our budget.
We decided to do a haunted woods behind what is the Hunt Center now.
And we were charging folks to go through the haunted woods, and we had people in gorilla suits.
Several of our board members dressed up as ghosts, goblins, were jumping out from behind trees trying to scare kids.
Chainsaws, you know, chasing kids through the woods.
I think we may have raised $100. But the effort that went into that and the costumes and the actions of our board members were certainly funny at the time. And
we had a lot of unity, and we made a lot of very positive relationships, you know, building something that wasn't there at the time.
I've always had the same motto: if it's good for the kids, it's good for Holly Springs. So I think being now recognized as the best place to raise kids in North Carolina, plus the quality of the schools, quality of the education in our area, people want to live here because they like it here. It's one of the fastest growing towns in North Carolina. And so far, I think it's worked out pretty good because the businesses, as you well know, have been coming on a pretty regular basis.
And you're going to see a lot of change. You're going to see a lot more commercial. In my world, you're looking at a lot of tax base, and it comes to residential versus commercial. But as 540 comes through, you're going to see a lot more commercial tax base into this market. Smart growth is important to be able to make sure that you have a successful town. And it's interesting because when you look at Holly Springs compared to a lot of other municipalities in Wake County, we are a very educated and a very young group of people. And when you're talking to businesses on who they want to be around, they want to be near young, educated families. So this is a great place for new businesses to start because their employees live here already.
If you're a new business, especially coming to town, providing a service that's not there, everyone is so welcoming.
You'll see at every one of our events 2 or 3 council members that are available to discuss and talk with.
People know your names and your faces. You're not one of 200 people in a room and nobody goes out of their way to talk with you. You've got a lot of good friendships and relationships over these many years, and having them be part of our lives outside of just the business.
It's the friendship and the relationships that you build that really pays great dividends personally to me, including the chamber.
I can't even imagine what it's going to look like in 20 years from now. And it's great to see the chamber grow, and I'm sure the services and benefits that you'll offer the members will be something that we can't envision now, but it's going to be a very successful organization going forward. I wish you the best of luck.
I guess I started off as a member, and now I was also the town representative for a year or two, and now I'm just a lowly member, but happy.